Hey guys, sorry about my thumbnail. For some strange reason, my phone won't let me upload a different picture, so I just had to use one from my iPod. It's the Bellas and Ronda after Ronda won her match on Monday. Um, so as I said in my Total Divas review, this video is a mixture of my women's rumors and comments and my WWE talk, which in this case is the Super Showdown. So let's get started on the women's rumors part. Super Showdown is expected to be where WWE will shoot an angle leading to a Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella title match at Evolution. Cool. I'm good with it. As I said before, I hope that they don't turn Nikki heel. If anything, have her be a tweener. But depending on what WWE does, I'll probably be okay with it. I'm gonna love Nikki regardless, especially if they book her well and if she does really well. So I guess we'll see. This is Women's Evolution Month, and normally I'm a very positive channel, so I'm going to be very positive when it comes to this next rumor. All right. Maria is cleared for an in-ring return. I know that she wanted to be cleared in time for Evolution, and she is, so congrats to her. And she is in the little 30-second Evolution promo that we saw on Monday. She is in that. So whatever they have her do, I'm happy for her. And that's all I'm gonna say. Now, SmackDown, I think it's 1000, is in 2 weeks. And this is rumored what the card and who's going to appear is. Randy Orton, Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista reunite as Evolution. That is confirmed. And then as a double main event, we have WWE Champion AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe and The Miz. We have Charlotte Flair and Asuka and Naomi versus Becky Lynch and the Iconics. And WWE superstars will include The Undertaker, Shinsuke Nakamura, New Day, Michelle fucking McCool, okay? One of the first Miss SmackDowns, in all honesty. Tori Wilson, the first Miss SmackDown, besides Sable. Teddy Long, Vicky Guerrero, and Rey fucking Mysterio. So I'm gonna need for Saturday to happen and for it to be 2 weeks. Tuesday. Because I swear to Almighty God, if I freaking see Michelle McCool, Tori Wilson, and Vicky Guerrero and Rey Mysterio appear on SmackDown, I'm going to fucking lose my shit. Like, you guys do not understand how big of a fan I am of theirs. Like, the whole show seems really great overall, but especially for Women's Evolution and for women of the past to show up, to possibly show up and have a match or segment or whatever, those three women definitely deserve it. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Michelle McCool was one of the women that helped keep the division afloat when Trish and Lita left. Tori Wilson was helped keeping SmackDown afloat while she was there. She was Miss SmackDown to me. Like, I freaking loved her. Her storyline with Dawn Marie, one of my favorite female storylines ever, till this day. Vicky Guerrero, she may have gotten into WWE via Eddie, but she's going into the Hall of Fame in her own fucking mirror. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Rey Mysterio, oh my God. Booyaka booyaka. Like, you guys do not understand. Like, literally, my freaking childhood could possibly show up in 2 weeks on SmackDown. And I'm going to go ballistic if it does. So, forewarning you, my SmackDown video will probably be me looking like a crazed out bimbo or something. I don't know. Cause like I swear to God, I'm going to blow a freaking gasket. Like I'm so excited for that. Now, let's get into mm, sorry guys, I have a lot of things. Okay, let's get into some comments. Um this one is about the greatest SmackDown matches that WWE had listed. Um I would also include AJ Styles versus Randy Orton number one contenders match from 2016. That's a great match. I also know they have to have at least a couple matches of women on the list because of history and blah blah. But neither of the matches on the list are anywhere near close to being in the top 15. I thought they were very lackluster. The two matches he's talking about was the SmackDown, the redo of the ladder match and Becky versus Alexa, the steel cage match. Um, if they felt the need to include a women's match, I would have gone with Nikki versus Natalia Falls Count Anywhere, Becky versus Charlotte, or Naomi versus Charlotte for the title on SmackDown. And then someone below him said I definitely would have put Nikki versus I definitely would have put the Falls Count Anywhere match over that cage match, and Charlotte and Naomi was better than the was better than the ladder match. And I agree. Don't get me wrong, I liked both matches, but when it comes to which match was better, in my opinion, Nikki and Natalia's match was better than the cage match, and Becky versus Charlotte was better than the ladder match. So I feel like those two matches definitely should have been put instead of the ones that was put on there. But I understood why they were put on there. But still, if we're going by actual match quality and story and all that, Nikki and Natalia's Falls Count Anywhere and Charlotte and Naomi's title match on SmackDown definitely deserve to be on there more than those two matches. And no, I'm not just saying that because Nikki's my favorite. The story and the match quality is way higher than those matches were. Um, this is a comment about Becky versus about Nikki versus Ronda Rousey at Evolution that I totally agree with. Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship is the only major option for WWE Evolution, and here's why. Looking at the roster right now, Rousey has already beaten Alicia Fox, Mickie James, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie McMahon in singles and tag team competition. Her facing Dana Brooke wouldn't be a major match because WWE has made her so irrelevant despite how underrated and underused she is, which I agree with. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan are not major competitors in the division right now. They're basically sidekicks to Ruby. Bayley and Sasha have been reduced to women's tag team, which is fine if they do implement the women's tag team titles, but that means they most likely won't participate in Raw Women's Championship matches for a long while. Ember Moon is great, however, I don't see her turning heel and getting enough heat to build her for Evolution. And Nia Jax is similar to Ember Moon. She can work in the ring, but I don't see her getting any major heat to make the crowd go against her. Plus, she's already had a match against Ronda, so I'm not sure people want to see another matchup, especially for the first ever women's pay-per-view. Ruby Riott is facing Ronda tonight. Won't make any sense to have another match for Evolution. And Brie Bella is involved in Daniel's story and is kind of back up to Nikki, so I don't see her facing Ronda either. And Natalya is, of course, going to be built up probably for a bigger storyline with Ronda down the line. So let her do something else. Nikki Bella, despite how some of you judge her, is the perfect candidate to face Ronda at Evolution. The reasons are both women are extremely popular and two of the biggest mainstream stars in the company, which I've said multiple times. If you want this to be a success, this has to hit mainstream. And since those two are two of the most mainstream females in the company, they need to have them be in a high profile match at Evolution. And them in a high profile match in the main event together can do that. Despite the fact that you may dislike her. You I feel like Smart seems to forget sometimes that WWE is a business. They want to reach people that aren't just on the internet. They want to reach people from different networks, different audiences, different countries. And the Bellas are very popular every freaking where. I just saw pictures of the Bellas signing in Australia. Jam fucking packed. Jam fucking packed. And they just announced it like a couple days ago. So it's like you can't deny their popularity and their mainstream appeal, just like you can't with Ronda or The Rock or Cena or Batista. It is what it is. And it would be dumb for them not to do that match simply because people online are going to hate it. Like, y'all aren't the only ones that matter. Not even trying to be funny, y'all are a very small portion of the fan base in WWE. Despite what y'all think, y'all just talk the most shit. um, in order to build up Ronda the best possible for WrestleMania and beyond, she needs to have credible challengers for the title. And right now, Nikki is the only woman who I believe has enough momentum to face Ronda for the title at Evolution. This is not to discredit Ember or Nia or Ruby or Sasha or any of the other women, because I'm sure that those women will be big storylines for Ronda leading up to WrestleMania as well. Um, but looking at what they've done for the past few months, haven't exactly built them up to be top contenders at the moment. Nikki, in my opinion, is also capable of delivering some good matches too. Not to discredit Nikki, she is consistent in the ring in comparison to her sister. And like I said, whenever Nikki was given a chance, she always shined and she always outperformed and did amazing. So if anyone is going to be able to rise up to the occasion and give Ronda a great match to maybe even an amazing match, it's Nikki, despite how people feel about her. So Nikki has delivered a lot more times than she haven't. So some people are overreacting about this match. In my opinion, if you don't like Nikki, it's fine, but don't devalue her talent because she can't hold her own in the ring. Because she can hold her own in the ring. Plus, Ronda is the one with the least experience. So really, if you think about it, Ronda has a lot more to learn than Nikki. Ronda has been impressive since debuting, and I think she's going to continue to shine throughout her time in WWE. If this is the match for the Raw Women's Championship at Evolution, let's be supportive of for both women. Wish them best of luck and judge after the match, not before. Totally agree. Totally agree. My thing is this: Smarks always want to judge a match based off just the names and how they personally feel about the people instead of what they've done in the ring, how they deliver in the ring, and all of that. And they've been wrong more times than they've been right. Nia versus Alexa. People trashed that match before they saw it. Yet after they saw it, they're like, damn, they proved me wrong. Same thing when it was Nikki versus Brie, when it was Brie versus Natalya at SummerSlam, when it was Brie versus Stephanie. Every time these smarks say something is going to be horrible because someone that they like, because someone that they dislike is in the match, they always end up being proved wrong because they're not looking at what the person that they hate actually do in the ring. They're not looking at what they bring to the table. They're thinking about, I hate them, so automatically anything they do will suck. That's how their mindset is most of the time. That's why they're wrong most of the time, and that's why they get pissed off a lot, because they're proven wrong so many times, yet they still have their own delusion. And like I said, Ronda has been really good in the ring since her in-ring debut. And Nikki, once again, in my opinion, is a great wrestler and has delivered more often times than not. And she's also one of the few veterans that's very good with in-ring workers. I love Charlotte, but Charlotte isn't really that good with green people. Nikki is. You've seen her matches with Carmella, with Alexa, with people that are new, that have the ability but aren't there yet. You know? So it's like, give them a chance to show you what they can do, to show you that they deserve to be in that spot. Give them that chance and don't judge it simply because it's Nikki Bella. Because, not trying to be funny, Nikki Bella, in my opinion, has delivered more often than a lot of you guys' favorites. Just gonna leave it at that. Um, this is also a comment that I really agree with. The This evolution is because of the contribution of every woman through the rough times before and during the Divas era and what is now. I feel like and what it is now. And I feel that this match represents that. If Nikki and Ronda is the main event of WWE Evolution, I won't be surprised about it, and I would be happy to see that match or Charlotte versus Becky as the main event. For me, Nikki is a representation of what a polished, popular wrestler from the Divas era was. Examples like Trish, Molly, Jazz, Beth, Mickey, Melina. There's more, but those are the ones that he put. And Ronda is the up and coming future of women's wrestling in WWE. Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, Asuka, Ember, Io, Tony, Jenny, Bianca, Shayna. Once again, there's more, but those are who we put. I personally look at the match in that way, and it makes me feel reflective of how women's wrestling within the WWE has come, how far it's come. Yes, we could have Charlotte versus Becky for the SmackDown Women's Championship as main event at Evolution, but let's be honest. If we look at how WWE handles the brand's championships as the last spots for the shows, they prominently give the main event spot to the championship on Raw. So even if the match or build-up isn't as great on the Raw side, they will still make Raw the superior brand by putting it in the main event of a pay-per-view. For example, throughout this brand split, each cross-show brand has either presented us with a high-caliber profile match or with a universal championship being defended, which is very true. So do look into consideration that Nikki versus Ronda would have more eyes on that match than Becky and Charlotte because of the popularity those women bring in and outside of WWE once again. This is not to say things can't change, but at the moment right now, that match is most likely that match is the match that will most likely be built as one of, if not the most high profile match of Evolution. Sorry, the guy typed really weird. Totally agree. Totally agree. Is Becky versus Charlotte a great main event? Yeah, it is. But it doesn't bring the eyes or the mainstream attention that Nikki versus Ronda would. And like he said, hopefully that can change soon. But as of right now, if you want this pay-per-view to be a success, which I think it will be, and if you want this to continue, which I hope it will, the first show needs to be amazing, and the main event needs to attract everyone from Smarks, and it needs to attract everyone, and I think it will, because think about it. Smarks have been complaining since it's been fucking rumored. So you know they're going to tune in to this pay-per-view, and in that match especially, just so they can shit on it. So you have their audience. You have the casual audience that loves the Bellas and loves Ronda. So they're engaged, especially if the storyline is good. Then you have the mainstream appeal of the reality stars slash fashion and wine and all that, and Nikki, and the athletic side in Ronda. So you have, and then you have the people from the network. So you have all these different audiences tuning in because it's Nikki versus Ronda. Whereas you may just have the people that like Becky and Charlotte tuning in to watch it. You might not get the other two audiences or the other big audience. Because let me just say, casuals is much bigger than the smarks online, but the mainstream is much bigger than both the casuals and the smarks. So it's like you want to get all three if possible. And to get all three, you need a high profile mainstream match. And once again, in my opinion, that match is Ronda versus Nikki. As much as people hated Rock and Cena main eventing WrestleMania twice in a row, those two matches hit fucking mainstream. As much as people hated, which I don't know why, considering the story was built off of it, which I don't know why, considering that the story was built around it, the Nina proposal, that proposal got the most mainstream attention out of WrestleMania 32, 33, sorry. No. Yeah, it was 32. Got the most mainstream. No. No, it was 33. I was right. It was 33. Got the most mainstream attention outside of WrestleMania 33 behind The Undertaker's retirement and the Hardys' return. So, Nikki is a proven mainstream attention star. And Ronda is a proven mainstream attention star. Nikki is proven to be great in the ring and carry a match if need be. And she's proven that she delivers more often than not. And Ronda is proven to be a really good underdog and a really good fighting champion. And she's really good in the ring. And I'm pretty sure that those two are probably going to train with Natty as well. So, again, in my opinion, this match and this story will more likely succeed than it will fail. So give it a chance before you judge it. Because a lot of the times when you guys judge something before it happens, simply because it involves someone you hate or because you don't think it'll work, you end up being wrong. So, um, this was about women tag titles. Again, how do we confirm that they really want to introduce women tag titles? It looks baffling that the Bellas don't even want to fight for up and coming inaugural women tag championships when they've been tagging for around 10 years. And then someone said, it appears to me on the women tag titles that they're focusing more on building teams at the moment. Ember and Nia, Asuka Naomi, Sasha and Bailey prior to injury, and Alexa and Mickey and Alicia. And since the championship isn't announced yet, with the Bellas they already are a team, so no need to build them as such. Very true, very very true. Um, when you think about it, the only real teams in the division are the Bellas, the Riot Squad, and Sonya and Mandy. Those are the only like real, established teams. Everyone else is still being paired up, still building momentum, still getting their chemistry and all that stuff together. The Bellas and the Iconics, sorry, them also. The Bellas are a known, well respected women's tag team. And we all know that the Bellas are going to get those titles at some point. We know that. So, and I feel like WWE would want the Bellas to win it off of a tag team that they helped build so that the Bellas could drop it to a tag team that they feel like not can replace the Bellas because no one can replace them, but to a tag team that can help carry the belts in a way. And the Bellas might even be around during WrestleMania. We don't know. So it's like, don't worry about women tag titles when it comes to the Bellas, because if it does happen and the Bellas do want to stay, we know they're likely going to win. So, and I agree that they should build up those tag teams before the women tag titles, because I don't want the Bellas to win the titles from a joke tag team. That's stupid. That's a waste of the Bellas. That's a waste of the titles. And it's just a waste. I don't want that to happen. So build up these teams and then have the Bellas beat one of them or whatever. Um, and this was just a comment that I really agreed with. It will never not be weird to me. These people are characters who get told what to do, how to do it, and if they don't listen, they're not on TV anymore. They are put on TV for calculated reasons, which is agreed eternally to be the best for the company, yet people seem to take it so personally as if things don't fall in their specific yet people seem to take it personally if things don't fall in their favor. Smarks. Totally agree with that statement. Um I have one more comment and then I have a little video to show you guys. Um mm. This is a comment about the Divas title, and since it is Women's Evolution Month, I feel like that title was one of the best titles that WWE has had. Period. But that's my personal opinion. But this is a comment that I feel like really helped express my opinion. Also, here's the can you guys see the pictures? Uh, Sometimes I hate my freaking phone. It's okay. Um, the Divas title was so prestigious, and I think it's crazy to think otherwise. I think it's crazy to completely forget about the title and believe it meant nothing and that the women who held it didn't leave their mark. Do I believe it was time for a change and to introduce the women's titles? Yes. But I believe the new women's titles should be used as a symbol of the change in perception of the women and how WWE treats the women, not as a erase of this title. The women's title is simply just a replacing title in my opinion. Which is what WWE does because they count Divas reigns as part of a women's total championship history. But there are some fans that think the Divas division was worth nothing and the Divas and those who held this title didn't cause the evolution. Let me make this very clear. The women who held this title worked so damn hard to get the women's wrestling better treatment and get better opportunities. They are a huge part of the evolution, whether you want to admit it or not. They busted their ass to try and get the audience to pay attention to their matches and segments and try to impress the management. There have been many great moments and matches and storylines involved with the Divas title. Some are just quick to forget because those who have some are quick to forget because those who have never been women's wrestling fans from the beginning overlooked the Divas and didn't start paying attention until WWE actually acted upon the revolution, i.e. Smarks from 2013 and onward, in my opinion. There are women who have held this title who were talented as hell but never got the chance to show off their true potential. And they are the women who have held this title who are without a doubt future Hall of Famers. This post is just a reminder that the Divas title meant something and it was important. This era of women's wrestling is a huge reason why the women's division is so special right now. And I totally agree. Totally agree with that. WWE, but like I said, I feel like WWE has finally started to realize that trying to erase that era isn't helping. Um, you don't want to go back to it, but celebrate it. Think about the good times from it. Think about the good moments, the good matches, the good storylines, the good characters from that era, and try to use that as motivation for why this era is the way that it is now. You know? And here's a little video. I know you guys most likely won't be able to see it, but I still want to show you. Here's the video of the first ever women's evolution paper. The little, the women's evolution, the first mini promo for it.
What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice? That's what little girls are made of, right?
So yeah, cute little promo, right? I love it. It's probably like one of my favorite promos, but maybe that's because I'm a women's wrestling fan. But now let's get into Super Showdown talk. I'm gonna start off with the men and then end with the women. As I said before, I don't do predictions. I just do who I want to win. And so yeah. First, it's AJ versus Joe. No DQ, no countout. Must be a winner. WWE title. As much as I love AJ, I think it's time for him to lose a championship. So I'm gonna go Joe. Um, Daniel versus Miz. Winner gets a WWE title shot. I'm gonna go Daniel. Gonna go Daniel. Oh, AJ and Joe. I haven't really able to get into Joe still. I don't know why. I don't know what it is with me. But this storyline has definitely been really good, really well built. So I am excited for this match. Daniel and Miz, it's finally um Daniel and Miz, definitely gonna be a good match. Definitely really good build up. So yeah, I'm okay with both of those storylines. Undertaker versus Triple H, last time ever. Kane will be in Undertaker's corner. Shawn Michaels will be in Triple H's corner. Um, I'm gonna go Undertaker because I think they're gonna do Kane and Undertaker versus Triple H and Shawn in Saudi Arabia, and I think Triple H and Shawn might win that match. But really good build up. Honestly, one of the best built storylines in WWE right now. So that should tell you something. But I'm gonna go Undertaker for this one. John Cena and Bobby versus Kevin and Elias. I'm gonna go John and Bobby. Really good build up. I love Leo. I think is his name. Bobby's new manager. Love him. And Kevin and Elias very entertaining. And Bobby and John are gonna be. It's gonna be great to see them together again. So I'm gonna go John and Bobby. Um, New Day versus the Bar SmackDown Tag Titles. I'm gonna go New Day. In my opinion, the story has been so when it comes to the build, but I'm pretty sure the match is gonna be great. So I guess it's so for me. Cedric versus Buddy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Um, I don't watch the Cruiserweights, but I'm gonna go Buddy. And then the Shield versus Drew, Dolph, and Braun. I'm gonna go the Shield. Um, really great build up. The only thing I cannot stand is Baron Corbin. Like, why the fuck? Why? Like, his booking of the past couple of Raws have been just annoying as hell to me. And I'm just, yeah. But these six men have done really good building up the story. Now on to the women. The Bella Twins and Ronda versus the Riot Squad. Um, in my opinion, this story has had some decent build. Um, all of them have shown really good chemistry with each other. So this should be a really good match. I hope it gets some time. Um, and if I were to make a prediction, I would say Nikki turns heel, but I don't know what they plan on doing. All I know is that it's rumored that this could be the start of the build up for Nikki versus Ronda, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go Nikki versus Ronda. I'm gonna go Bella Twins and Ronda win. And then a possible tweener turn, because I'm not gonna call Nikki a heel, but a possible tweener turn. Naomi and Asuka versus the Iconics. As well, they've built up Naomi and Asuka really well. So I think that the Iconics should win it, especially since it's their hometown. But Naomi and Asuka are definitely a really good tag team. But I'm gonna go with the Iconics. And then Becky versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm gonna go Becky. Becky. I think that they want Becky to retain at least until WrestleMania and possibly drop it to Asuka. I don't know, but I've heard that that may be a possibility. But for right now, I'm gonna go. Damn it! Sorry, guys. But for right now, I'm gonna go Becky, and that is the card. Okay, so that is the card, and I will see you guys in a couple days. And like I said, I work on Saturdays, so I'm not gonna be able to watch it with everyone else. And I'm going to try to avoid spoilers as much as I can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to work, and I'm going to watch it, and then I'm gonna do my 2 reviews of it. Okay. And remember, it's just my opinion. If you get disrespectful, I will block you. So, but yeah, I'm excited and I'm ready. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.